We humans need more than that. If we don't sleep enough, we accumulate sleep debt. In this project, we'll calculate if you're getting enough sleep each week using sleep debt calculator. The program will determine the actual and ideal hours of sleep for each night of the week, the last week. Finally, it will calculate in hours how far you are from your weekly sleep goal. Okay, so task 1. The first problem to solve is determining how many hours of sleep you got each night of the week. You can create a function that returns any given night's number of hours of rest. Instead of writing 7 different functions, one for each day of the week, let's write one function with a parameter for the day. Create a function named get sleep hours with a single parameter day. Okay, step 2, the function should accept a day as an argument and return the number of hours you slept that night. For instance, if you got 8 hours of sleep on Monday night, calling get sleep hours Monday should return 8. So use an if else or switch statement to implement this. Okay, so if get sleep hours is equal to Monday, okay, return number 8. Sorry, that's incorrect. If day is equal to Monday. So if day is equal to Monday, return 8. Also, if day is equal to Tuesday, then we're going to return, let's just say 6 hours. So I don't see anything like where they say that you should do the whole week, but I assume it's the whole week if I'm not mistaken, because here on the first task it says here how many hours of sleep you got each night of the week. So I think they want an if else statement for the whole week if I'm not mistaken. So the function should accept a day as the argument and return the number of hours you slept that night. So a specific night. So for instance, if you got 8 hours of sleep on Monday night, calling get sleep hours Monday should return 8. So let's call get sleep hours. See if it's working. And we're going to call it Monday. So then it should return 8. Hopefully. Should log that, right? So if we call get sleep hours, log it to the console. Yes, it does return 8 in fact. Okay, so if we do this with now, for instance, let's do this for Tuesday. Okay, it does return. Okay, so now we're going to carry on with this if-else statement. We're going to do it for each day of the week, because there's 7 days of the week. There are 7 days in a week, so let's move on. Okay, so now if day is equal to day, we're going to return 7. Also if day is equal to Thursday, we'll just return 5. Also if day is equal to Friday, go ahead and return 3. Also if is equal to Saturday, I'm going to go ahead and return 4. Else day is equal to today, we're going to go ahead and return, let's just say 8. And then the final one, we'll just say else, just return error, return the string valid input, or not a valid day of the week, not a valid day of the week. Yeah, it should be fine. So if we take this away, we just log get sleep hours, not a valid day of the week. So that is correct. All right, and then save that. Okay, so test your function by calling it multiple times and printing the. Okay, you can remove this afterwards. Okay, I've done that. Okay. Okay. Now that you've written a function to get the sleep hours for each night of the week, the sleep hours for each night, we need to do 3 things. Get the total sleep hours that you actually slept. Get the ideal sleep hours that you prefer. So calculate the sleep debt, if any. To get the total sleep hours that you actually slept, create a new function named get sleep hours. So I call this new function get actual. With no parameters, but remember the parentheses here. Okay. Right, got that down. Inside the get sleep hours function, call the get sleep hours function for each day of the week and add the results together and return the sum using the implicit return. So use implicit return. Okay, so this is gone. Well, let's just start off with the ordinary. So we're going to call it for each day of the week, get sleep hours. How did that happen? Okay. So for instance, we're going to say Monday. Now we're going to add the results together and return some using an implicit return. Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Domingo. Domingo is Sunday. Then you should return, but we're not going to return because we're going to use implicit return, right? Just like this. You don't need to add the last one, dude. I assume that's correct, yeah? Hopefully. I just want to actually make sure if that's correct. I'm sure it's correct, yeah. 100. Get actual cons, get actual sleep hours. Yeah, that is correct. So I'm just going to use a comma at the end. Right, I removed the concise body form of a function uses arrow notation and does not include brackets or the return keyword. That's correct. That's exactly what I've done. Okay, so next, number 6. To get the ideal sleep hours that you prefer, create a function named getIdealSleepHours with no parameters. Okay, so now we're going to create a new function. Okay, so create a variable called ideal hours and set its value to your ideal hours per night. Okay. I don't know, 7. Then return the ideal hours multiplied by 7. Okay. Then return ideal hours obviously multiplied by 7 because there are 7 days in the week. Let me just put the ideal hours as 8. So return ideal hours multiplied by 7 because there's 7 days in the week. You'll want to multiply by 7 to get the total hours you prefer per week. Okay. Okay, I've got that down. Okay, so number 7, test your 2 new functions by calling them and printing them, printing the results to the console. You can remove the test when you know your function works, your functions work. So let's start off with console.log. I will just say get ideal hours, and then the second function is get actual sleep hours. We'll get actual sleep hours within this console. Called Monday. Let's check what happens. Nothing, it just stays as is. Okay, so this is working properly as should. I'm going to quickly remove this console.log. Okay, so now number 8. Now that you can get the actual sleep hours and the ideal sleep hours, it's time to calculate the sleep debt. So create a function named calculate sleep debt. Right, so it doesn't stipulate if I must use let or const. I'm just going to use the constant variable keyword. So calculate sleep debt. Then function notation. Whoops. A new favorite word. Whoops. With no parameters here. Inside of its block, create a variable named actual sleep hours. Okay, so actual sleep hours, we don't have that. We have get actual sleep hours in the previous code block, or the one just before that, and set it equal to get actual sleep hours, which is the one that I was referring to. Okay, so then create another variable named ideal sleep hours, set it equal to get sleep hours. Okay, so right after that, create another variable, ideal sleep hours. I didn't create the variable yet because I didn't put the const keyword in front. So let me just put the const keywords in front, otherwise it's not going to be valid. And then I'm going to set get ideal sleep hours. Right. Function call. Let's save that. Okay, that's right. Okay, now that you have actual sleep hours and ideal sleep hours, you can write a few if-else statements to output the result to the console. The function should fulfill this logic. Okay. I thought I already did that. Okay, so now we're going to calculate the sleep debt. Actual sleep hours and ideal sleep hours. You can write a few if-else statements to output the result to the console. Should fulfill this logic. So if actual sleep equals ideal sleep, so obviously then it must be within this code block, otherwise it's not going to run as it should. Right, so if actual sleep hours is equal to ideal sleep hours, then what? Console that the user got the perfect amount of sleep. else if actual sleep is greater than ideal sleep, log to the console that the user got more sleep than needed. So if actual is greater than ideal. So actual sleep is greater than ideal sleep hours. But the user got more hours of sleep than needed. Yeah, it's still correct. Okay, so if the actual sleep is less than ideal sleep, log to the console that the users should get some rest. Okay, so I think this will be an else if, because we're going to probably have to set a default just in case, like an invalid input or something like that. So if actual sleep is less than ideal sleep. Really enjoying these programs. Really cool. Like the user should get some rest. Okay, so that's sorted. Now, to make this calculator more helpful, add the hours the user is over or under the ideal sleep in each log statement you calculated. So on the last line of the program, start the program. Okay, wait, before we move on. Yeah, you gotta, else I've got to write a default, else so if actual sleep is equal to ideal sleep, log user got to. Yeah, well, it's only those three options. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to set this else if to just else, and then right. So that's done. Okay, so next I'm going to say to make this calculator more helpful, add the hours the user is over or under their ideal sleep in each log statement in calculate sleep debt. Yeah, that makes it more useful. Ideal sleep hours minus actual sleep hours. So basically you're just using concatenation there. Right, so let's do that. Get actual sleep hours. Here we could log console.log the actual sleep hours. Whoops. And the other one is get actual sleep hours. Okay, so then I'll just call the string Monday. Oh, there's no parameter, so why am I adding the Monday? I should be doing Monday for get sleep hours. Warubala ntate, warubala, ska robala. Back they say warubala, which in Sutra means you are sleeping, which I am. It's a bit late here, so. Wait, what's going on here? Get actual sleep hours, get sleep hours. Get sleeps hours. Check here. Check out this little spelling error. Get sleeps hours. Wow, Fabio. Yeah, you got sleep debt on your side. So get sleep hours, yeah? Get sleep hours. Okay, there's I should actually, yeah, by the end of this if else statement, I should log else like error message just in case. So else console.log. There is. I'm just gonna log error.
Okay, so now what's happening here is I took within the string I added the ideal sleep hours minus the actual sleep hours over here within the parentheses, because when I try to use template literals it throws an error for some reason, and yeah, then the program doesn't work and the program breaks and so on and so forth. Okay, so yeah, I'm calling the calculate sleep debt, and over here I got get sleep hours. I log get sleep hours, and then I log get actual sleep hours without any parameters. It's not needed. So if I run this, all right, so the good thing is it's working right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.